I'm obligated to you to do a scene by scene breakdown of Batman the Animated Series Episode 3, Nothing to Fear, the introduction of the Scarecrow, chat. We're just gonna get right into it. Now we're fucking following Vicky Vale, chat. She's just trying to get an interview with the president of Gotham University, chat. This guy, he looks like fucking Colonel Sanders. I don't know why they just went with that general design. He's a bald guy with a white beard and white hair, and she's just adamant about talking. We're just going to call him President Sanders, chat, for the sake of convenience. She's like, listen, I got to talk to you, President Sanders, about all these robberies going around the university. Who wants to bring down the university? And he's like, I can give you 2 minutes to talk about it. And then, chat, they're passing by an elevator, and who happens to be by that elevator, chat? It's fucking Bruce Wayne, playboy Bruce Wayne, Prince of Gotham City. He's right there, and he enters the elevator with him. And Vicky Vale, she notices a stud when she sees one. She's like, Bruce Wayne. Oh, you used to attend Gotham University, didn't you? And it's like, President Sanders. You remember Bruce Wayne? And President Sanders, he wants nothing to fucking do with Bruce Wayne. He's like, yeah, I know you. I used to work. You and your father and I went to school with each other. And he's like, I'm sure. And then Bruce is, he's saying to fucking President Sanders, was like, oh, that's great. Dad used to talk about you all the time. You're both in the medical field, I remember. And, and Sanders is like, oh, yes. It was a tragedy what happened to your father. It's a shame what he'd see today. He's like, a shame? But, Wayne Enterprises is doing better than ever. He's like, I'm not talking about Wayne Enterprises. I'm talking about the Wayne family name. It's now in the hands of a fucking playboy. All he's doing is banging bras and getting drunk. If your father was alive today, he would die again of shame. Good day, Bruce Wayne. He walks out of that elevator, chat. Bruce is like, holy shit. That was probably the toughest battle he ever went through, chat. Just the shame that fucking President Sanders threw upon him. And Vicky Vale, he's like, wait, but we haven't finished our interview. And she's like, oh, Bruce, don't worry about it. He's just a little anxious over the robberies of the university. But the fucking Bruce is just like, wow. I'm a little overwhelmed here. that was a lot. That was a lot to take in. But chat, his momentary anxiety has to be overcome because he knows there's a fucking helicopter that's flying really low above the university. He's like, that's against regulation. I'm gonna have to beat the shit out of that pilot. And then, chat, we're just following that helicopter. And who's flying that copter, chat? It's the goddamn Scarecrow. Master of Fear. And he's flying right above the university bank. I didn't know universities had, banks. Like with vaults and shit, but apparently Gotham University has one. And they fucking lower the ladder down. He tells the pilot, you keep it fucking steady. And they go down in there, chat. Actually, we don't even know who the fucking pilot is. Chat, that's a fucking plot hole. Because Scarecrow, he has 2 other guys with him. One's name is Anthony. He says that, multiple times throughout the episode. Anthony and some other schmuck. And who the fuck's flying the helicopter? Did they just put it as, it has, auto control? It's not said whatsoever, chat. It is unknown. We just don't know. Oh! Witness! Witness me! The chat tag, Nick Diaz. Thank you so much for the 21 people, the 21 people raid, my friend. Thank you so much. How you doing? This is a raid. Everybody on the dance floor. Raid. Nick, no, as I always say, guys, Nick Diaz, one of the backbones of the DT community. Thank you so much, man. How was your stream? What are you talking about today? Gary Eakin, welcome, and thank you so much for the host. I appreciate that. And show the 21 bitty donation. That donation is old enough to drink now. Here's to you. You know who else is getting raided? The mayor. That's right. That's exactly right. Oh, man, we got some new followers. Oh, Champster12, thank you for the follow. Welcome to streaming right now, Huckleberry. Hope you're doing very well tonight. Chat, we're just in the middle of my Batman the Animated Series review right now. Introduction to the Scarecrow. It's been a lot of fun so far. Fucking Bruce Wayne was shamed by Colonel Sanders. Vicky Vale told him not to worry about it. Now the Scarecrow's here. But who's flying the helicopter, chat? These are questions I have. Chat Deck, love you. Thank you so much, man. Love you too, man. Nick Diaz has helped me out so much in the past, guys. So much support. Seriously. Send him some. Matter of fact, can we get some Mr. Revenues, Mr. Reven hypes in the chat for Nick Diaz, the chat attack? Let's go ahead and do it. I would appreciate it right now. Thank you. Thank you. All right, chat. So we don't know who the fuck's flying the helicopter. That is a mystery that has never been solved in nearly 30 fucking years of this show existing. But Scarecrow and his boys, they drop down. We get a little Easter egg, chat. One of the guards who's guarding the university bank. Very easy job, you'd think. He's reading a Tiny Toons comic book. And the Tiny Toons, that was also going on at the same time. Another Warner Brothers cartoon, chat. And he's just fucking loving this book. He's like, I love it. Hold on, is that a fucking Scarecrow? He's like, I am. He fucking sprays him a fear toxin, chat. And he's like, oh my God, what the fuck was that? And then he's covered in spiders, chat. He freaks the fuck out. He's like, ah! And he just starts like scratching himself, chat, literally tearing the flesh from his body, gouge, because they think the spiders are inside me. They're like popping out of him. He's freaking the fuck out. This guy's riding the floor, spiders everywhere, and his goons are like, whoa. What the fuck did you do? It's like, oh yes, my fear toxin. He clearly has arachnophobia. What's that, boss? It's fear of spiders, you fucking moron. He's working with goons, chat. They don't know what they're doing. He's like, never mind that. Let's get the vault open. So they blow open the vault, guys. Meanwhile, the Scarecrow, he's just fucking writhing in pain, and it's not looking good for him. Spiders popping out of his body, chat. At least he thinks they are. And so they open up the vault, and he tells fucking, I'm gonna go call one of the goons, Rocco. Rocco, you go ahead and then guard the outside. I'm gonna go in with Anthony. We're gonna go in here and burn this cash. And then Anthony, he's like, I'm gonna fucking take as much money as I want. He's like, you better, because we're gonna burn the rest of it. He's like, why are we gonna burn it, boss? Because we're here for one purpose, the greatest purpose of them all, revenga. And he starts spreading all this fucking gasoline around. And he is just about to light a match yet, but then who fucking shows up? The Batman. Fucking Rocco, he gets his ass kicked. He gets thrown to the fucking vault. He gets the shit kicked out of him. And then Anthony and Batman, they start wrestling everything, chat. And the Scarecrow's like, oh, shit, fuck. And, like, as soon as Batman's going for Scarecrow, pah, fear toxin right in the face. Batman's like, what the fuck is this? And Scarecrow's like, now you will live your greatest fear, Batman. He fucking runs off, Chad. He sets fire to the goddamn gasoline. And Batman's like, I'm gonna get you, motherfucker. But he can't, Chad, because he is overcome with fear, and he has the flames around him. And what does he see before him but a vision of his father? And his father's saying, you fucked up, Bruce. You fucked up. He says you're a failure, but he's like, you read it. That much like what Principal Sanders said earlier. It's like, nah, you fucked up. You're a goddamn pretty boy, and you're besmirching the name of Wayne. And then his father goes, woo, and he vanishes, Chad. Batman, he's just surrounded by flame. He's gonna die, Chad, either from burning to death or smoke inhalation, but it's okay. Because then the sprinkler system comes on, and it douses the flames. Now, chat, a little bit of science here. If you, like that sprinkler system on like gasoline that's on fire, that will not put it out. That might actually make it spread faster. Gasoline is explosive, so Batman would have definitely died, the Scarecrow would have died, the whole bank would have fucking exploded. Don't set gas on fire, because you would get a massive reaction, a massive explosion. So don't do that. Don't be like Scarecrow. That guy's a fucking scientist, and he fucked up that bad. And so Scarecrow and his goons, they escape. Batman, he fucking crawls out of there. The security and the police, they're like, oh shit, Batman, you okay? Batman's like, fucking, Scarecrow got away. Dad's sad. Dad hates me. He's like, Batman, we don't know what the hell's going on. And then the guard's like, he's right. He's right. I had spiders. I felt like I had spiders in my skin. It was some crazy guy named Scarecrow. And then who waddles up, Chad? Fucking Harvey Bullock is like, Batman. You let him get away, huh? He's like, And, Batman feels bad about it. Oh, during the scuffle, too, chap, Batman, he ripped off a part of a Scarecrow's mask, and he has it clutched in his hand. Harvey Bullock, he's like, hey, that looks like police evidence right there. And he's like, give me, Batman's like, no! And so Harvey Bullock's like, you're going to give that to me, Batman. I'm going to turn around. And, what happens is fucking Commissioner Gordon walks in, and Bullock's like, oh, the Batman here, Zorro, he's withholding evidence. And he's like, oh, the Batman, huh? I don't see a Batman. Bullock turns around. He's like, God damn it. He disappeared, throws his hat on the ground. He's mad, chat. And eventually, we cut back to the helicopter, Chad. It's fucking landing, and we're at this chemical plant, and Scarecrow, he's like, he turns on the good old boob tube, Chad, and he's like, and the reporter lady, Vicky Vale, she's saying that, thanks to the efforts of the Batman, The fire was put out, although there were significant damages, and, students are deciding to stay at home. They're not attending the university, and Scarecrow's going, well, not as much revenge as I would have liked, but I shall not underestimate the Batman a second time. And the goons are like, why do you hate the fucking university so much, Scarecrow? It's because they besmirched me. They did not honor my work. They thought I was a fucking freak. And then we get Scarecrow's backstory, chat. Like, Scarecrow, he was a psychologist. He was a professor at Gotham University, and he specialized in fear. And he remembers, back in the days when I was a youth, I would torture children for fun, and how it made me laugh. Where eventually, I would teach these classes, and I would torture students in real life. And the university said, you've gone too far, Scarecrow. They don't reveal his name until the very end of the episode, chat, so I can't say it's Dr. Crane yet. And so you've gone too far. And so they cut my funding and they fired me. And I said, fuck them. I'm going to burn down that goddamn school. And Batman prevented me from doing that. But we're going to get our revenge one way or another. And then, chat, we cut back to the Batcave, where Batman, he's doing some analysis on the Scarecrow mask. And his computer's like, it's gonna take like a little while for me to figure out where this came from. You just chill out, Bruce. And Bruce, he's not doing well. He's in his bathrobe. He's constantly fucking shaking like a goddamn drug addict going through withdrawal. Picks up a picture of his dead mom and dad, and all he hears is the voice of his dad. You're a fuck up, Bruce. He's like, oh god, and he puts it down, chat. Sees Vicky Vale on the good old Bat computer boob tube, and she's just saying, Batman, He failed to stop the Scarecrow, and it just emphasized the word failed. She's like screaming at the TV, failed. Batman's like, and he gets up. Alfred's like, are you okay, Master Bruce? I heard about this costume freak. What times do we live in where someone in a costume can cause so much of a ruckus? And he hangs up the Bat costume. Alfred always being a little sarcastic to good old Bruce Wayne. And Bruce is like, I just don't feel right, Alfred. Scarecrow, this guy, he sprayed me with this toxin, and I'm just going through these weird, visions and dreams and shit. And Alfred's like, don't worry about it, Batman. What's wrong? What's wrong with you? It's like, I see visions of my father. He says I'm a fuck up. Alfred says, Bruce, you're not a fuck up. I know. And we get a nice fatherly moment with Alfred. He holds Bruce. He says, you are not a fuck up, Bruce. You're a good man. I support you. You pay me, and I'm obligated to say these things. So let's just get some chicken soup in you and a good night's rest. And Batman goes, okay, let's do that. And they go upstairs, chat. And Batman, he gets all tucked in by Alfred. He gets some chicken soup, and he sleeps a little bit. He needs to sleep more, chat. That's why he's so fucking angry all the time. And then we cut back. The university, chat, fucking President Sanders, he's holding a gala to get funding for the school because all the money was burned away because they kept it in the university vault, I guess. And so people are throwing down fucking $50,000, $10,000 checks, like all diamonds and shit. This is quite a swanky event. Millions upon millions of dollars in this little box he has, chat. But then who fucking breaks it up? The Scarecrow. He comes in there and he starts gassing everybody, throwing gas grenades at people, shooting people in the face of it, gasses the president. And he's like, yes, I am finally getting my revenge. And he fucking's like, I'm going to take this goddamn money, and I'm also going to take you, where he's going to probably either torture or murder President Sanders later, chat. So he takes them. They're heading back upstairs, chat, to their vehicle, which we're going to learn about in a hot second. But who's there to stop them? The Batman. And, Batman uses his grappling hook on Scarecrow, kind of ties him up. And Scarecrow's like, oh, the Batman. I thought you'd still be feeling the effects of my fear toxin. Batman's like, I'm still feeling a little woozy. And Scarecrow, he manages to untangle himself, and he gets the crowd riled up. He's like, look at this fucking freak. Look at this fucking failure. And I'm like, oh my god, it's a giant bat. And then all the Karens, chat. All the Karens in Gotham City just start coming on Batman. They just start hitting him with his purse. He's like, fucking shit. And so this is the toughest battle he's ever had, chat. Forget Man-Bat. Forget the Joker, messing with Christmas and shit. No, all the Karens of Gotham City are just trying to tear Batman apart. Scarecrow was like, this is too scary for me. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Him and Rocco and Anthony, they climb up there. Batman, he manages to fucking bash the fucking Karens off, chat. Just backhands all of them, just breaking their faces and everything. He runs up there after Scarecrow, where Scarecrow has the most advanced technology available in Gotham City a blimp. He has a Zeppelin, chat. So advanced. He climbs up there, and Batman, he manages to grapple hooks up there, but he's overcome with fear. He still sees the visions of his father, chat. And he's like, Bruce, you're just a fucking failure. You suck. And his father turns into the Grim Reaper, and Bruce goes, no, you're not my real dad. You're not my dad. I know who I am. My father would be proud of me. I'm going to say what Alfred said to me, and the Grim Reaper, Thomas Wayne goes, and it goes away, chat. It dissipates. And then Batman, he fucking psychs himself up. He's like, no, I am the Knight. I am vengeance. I am Batman. And he fucking just starts swinging back and forth. He's like, I'm going to get in that fucking blimp. I'm going to beat the shit out of that emaciated bag of hay. And so he swings up, chat, until he just fucking corkscrews in the midair, breaks through the fucking glass, and he starts beating the shit. Oh, no, he doesn't. No, not yet. No, that's my mistake, chat. He fucking swings up to the top of the blimp, and fucking Scarecrow's like, that fucker's up there. All right, you go up there right now, and you go and kill him. And so he gives, and, Anthony's like, what, me, boss? He's like, yes, you, Anthony. Take this fucking machine gun and go up there and murder him. And so he gives, Anthony, he heads up there, and him and Batman, they get in a little tussle. But eventually, because of the tussle and chat, and because Anthony, he's using the fucking machine gun, accidentally shoots through the blimp, causes a fire inside, and it scrapes the side of the building, and Batman, he's like, him and Anthony, they fall off the building, chat, and it's like, oh my god, Batman's got to save himself and Anthony. Apparently, Batman is like, fuck that guy. And he just grapples himself to stay to the blimp, and Anthony falls all the way down the city, chat, but thankfully, because Batman obviously knew that there was an awning, and Anthony just kind of bounces on, he's fine. Bull fucking shit. He knew that guy was going to hit that goddamn concrete and splat. There's no question about that. And so then Batman, he swings himself into the underside of the blimp, breaks in there, starts fucking fighting with Rocco and shit, starts wrestling with him. Scarecrow's like, I'm gonna let you fight, and he throws like a dart. He shoots at a dart. Fear talks him, but Batman uses fucking Rocco as a meat shield, and hits Rocco, chat, and then Rocco, he starts imagining his worst fear, prison, chat. Oh, the bars, the walls, they're closing in on me. I gotta get the fuck out of here. And he jumps out of the blimp. He's like, fuck this, I'd rather die. And Batman's like, see you later. He does not stop him. It's like, this is when Batman's like, all right, listen, we know you don't kill, but you're just gonna let these guys just kill themselves? A little fucked up, Batman. They jump out of the goddamn thing, but thankfully, chat, he lands in a tree. He's totally fine. Didn't break every fucking limb on the way down. No, he jumped in the tree. He's okay. And now it's just between Scarecrow and Batman. Scarecrow, he's just fucking sitting like this. Batman's walking. He's like, don't worry, Batman. Your only concern shouldn't be me. It should be that building over there. And Scarecrow presses a fucking button, and it's like an escape pod. It's the dumbest escape pod ever because it's a fucking glider. It's like just, not like even like a remote control. It's like a wind glider. He's just, he's like a fucking kite. He becomes Kite Man, chat. And he just, floats away. And Batman's like, shit. So he grabs the President Sanders, chat. He also grabs the money. They hop out of the blimp. He fucking hits the side of the building, explodes because it's filled with hydrogen and shit. Massive explosion. They jump down. Money safe, President safe. Batman's like, I'm going to get that motherfucker. Hops back in the Batmobile, chat, and thankfully the Batcomputer, it was done, loading, and he figured out where that piece of cloth came from, and he managed to figure out it's from 5 different chemical labs in Gotham City, and it lists a whole bunch of them, some references, chat, Ace Chemicals, Star Labs, and also Crane Chemicals, and Batman's like, computer, cross-reference individuals who own these labs or who work for these labs with individuals who have a role or had a position in Gotham University, and he figures it out, chat. Fucking Crane Chemicals, Dr. Jonathan Crane. He was a former professor of psychology. Get this, chat. Specialized in fear and phobias. Batman's like, fucking got him. And he goes right to that chemical factory, chat. Meanwhile, we stop with Scarecrow. He's like, fuck, everything got all fucked up. My Revenga was ruined by Batman. He's all upset. And then he hears some hissing. And he goes in the back room. He sees that his fear toxin canisters, they're leaking gas. He's like, oh shit. And he twists the dials to make sure they're all righty-tighty. So they're not lefty-loosey anymore, chat. But he's inhaled so much fear toxin. And he's like, he starts seeing weird shit. He starts seeing giant bats, chat. He's freaking out. He's like, no, get away from me. Get away from me. And then Batman appears. Except he's like a monstrous bat. It's very much like Batman Begins, chat. Very similar to that. And where it's like this monstrous man-bat creature, and Jonathan Crate's like, no, please, no. And Batman's like, you don't like partaking your own drugs, Dr. Crane's like, please don't hurt me. Batman's like, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. And we don't see it, chap, but you can imagine he broke every bone in Dr. Crane's body. He's not doing too well. And then he fucking puts the Scarecrow in Arkham Asylum, chat. He's still fucking freaking out. And Batman goes back home and he relaxes, gets a call from President Sanders, and they tell him, it's like, you know what, Bruce, you're a good guy. Thank you for your $100 million check to the university. Students are coming back. He's like, you goddamn right I did. I'm no failure now, am I, sir? That doesn't happen, chat. It doesn't happen. I'm a little exaggeration there. No. What does happen, Chad, after he beats the Scarecrow, he goes to the grave of his parents, which he always does after a big mission, and he lays 2 roses down for Thomas and Martha. How does he know that name? We don't know. Lays it down for them, Chad. Has sunglasses on, looking all cool. And then he walks away, Chad. And that is Batman Episode 3 of the animated series. Nothing to fear. He had nothing to fear, chat. Shouldn't fear having to be a failure. He beat the shit. Matter of fact, he beat the shit out of fear. Literally, literally, and metaphorically. Taste of your own medicine, doctor? That's it. That's the line. How do you know that line? Oh, my God. You're a fucking failure. So that's what he said. Oh, my God. Oh, that was a good time. Remember when Barbara Gordon was picking the... I don't remember that Looney Tune. It's been so long. It's been way too long. But there you go, chat. That was my review. Hope you enjoyed it. May have exaggerated a few parts, but it's all in good fun. Batman Animated Series, one of my favorite animated shows growing up. Still, this has been great to go back and watch the episode. Funny enough, chat, this is actually the only... they changed the design of Scarecrow. They had like a... For this, it's a very simple design. They wanted to make it more scary later on, so this is the only time where he looks like this. They changed the design for later episodes of Season 1, 2, and 3. And then they changed his design for a third time in Season 4 when everyone got a makeover. And where he became a lot taller and even he had like a noose around his neck. So he's one of the few characters that actually had 3 redesigns throughout the entire series. I like the second and third redesign. I thought they were both good. This one's fine. It's not bad, but it's just like they improved as they went along. Yeah, like Joker, exactly. Yeah, and Joker, he just had the 2. Well, not counting stuff like in Justice League and Batman Beyond and things, but yeah, you're right.